Hi everyone, and welcome to Staci.tries makeup. Today we're going to do a get ready with me that's kind of simple, nice little spring colors. You can do it too. So let's cue the intro. Okay, so let's get started with this look. And I'm going to try to do today kind of a simple look, like a 3-color, something like that look. I'm going to be using the Morphe Talkin Flirty palette because I know my best friend has this and I want her to try to do this look. Everything else, the foundation, the blush, just go with what you have. So, but we're going to do this. Now, the first thing I do, I'm going to be doing this my primer, and this is the Touch and Soul, what is it? The Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet primer. Got this in my BoxyCharm this month. I had actually, it was my choice item. You want to see something cool? I love this texture. You ready? Ready? Just love that. I think that is so cool. So gonna go ahead and put on just a little bit. Rub it in. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna do, and I'm only doing this because we are gonna be working with pretty light colors. I'm gonna take my concealer and dab just a little bit on my eyes, and then rub that in, kind of get it a better base. Something for the eyeshadow to kind of grab a hold of. The palette, because I put the foundation down, or concealer down, I'm gonna go straight into the colors. The first color I'm gonna use right here is, it's called Cheeky. It's this really pretty kind of baby pink. I'm gonna just put this right in the middle of my eye, but you know what? First I'm gonna put my hair back because my hair will absolutely bug the heck out of me. All right, so I'm gonna take this pink and just kind of lay it here in the middle. Kind of just pat and wiper it. You don't have to go too far, but you just, want to kind of get it in this middle section here. We are going to have to build it up a little bit just because it is such a light pink. Gonna have to do a couple layers, and that's okay. If you get frustrated, you can always do it with your finger. Finger is a very, very good way to bring color over, especially if it's being stubborn. Just get a little on your finger and just kind of tap it on there. Now, I have hooded eyelids, so what I like to do is I like to bring that color up a little higher. That's why I don't do too much of the cut crease, because you're not going to see a lot of down here anyways. So I want to make sure that I can see that color above my eyelid. And you're also going to see on a lot of Get Ready With Me's tutorials, things like that, people are going to do one eye and then finish it. I can't do that. I have to do each step on each eye, one, together. It's easier for me that way. I think you can see. I'm just trying to make sure, they're relatively even. There's a lot of evening out you can do in blending at the end, which is always the fun. Well, not at the end, but when that section's done. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more saturation on with my finger. Move on to the next color. So I kind of like to do middle, outside, in. Middles, just so that I can get that nice blendable thing. So I'm going to do the next color, which is this one right here. It's called Kiss and Tell. Going with a different brush, and I'm going to bring that to the outer side of my eye and just fill it in. Again, you can see it's not too much different of color. Bit of darkness in, and I am going to bring in another color here just to kind of deepen it, because it is extremely close to the same color. I kind of, when I do this, I bring it in. So if it's gonna like flake, or you're gonna get fallout or anything, it kind of blends it into it instead of like falling out this way. And that just kind of, to me, it helps it kind of come together better, I guess. I don't know. So just do it. I'm just gonna do it, a couple more times, because I'm building up that color. Hopefully you can see what I've done. just to add a little bit more depth to it, just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead, get a really small brush here and grab this little kind of darker color here. And just a little bit, I'm going to V it. It's like, and this I'm going to dot it. Kind of dot it here, right in the corner, kind of in a V. Blend it just a little bit, but we're not going to do it too much, you know. We just want to add a little bit of deepening, a little bit of depth to it. So when I do it like a V. So it's like here and then right along the line here. So that was backwards. Okay. Again, like just kind of bringing in the V. Deepening that color. Once you get the thickest part of it off, you want to kind of go back and forth and start that blending process of it, because you don't want it to just stand out. So most of them, you know, you only tap the color onto it. So the heavier color, you know, deposits should already be done. So you can just kind of keep moving that color around, make it kind of blend into each other, where you still get the depth, you still get the color variation, but you're not getting more of that harsh line. You want to keep your brushes separate, because we will come back in and use those brushes again. So for the color we're going to be using right here, I'm going to be grabbing this color right here, and that's called Into You, and just dab it and bring it in. It's going to be like a champagne-y sparkly color, just because you want some lightness. You always want some sparkle in the middle of your eye. So again, you can see I kind of V'd it, but from the other direction. Tap it in first and then kind of move it, V it in. Get that color starting to kind of blend together. And you can see on my brush, it's already kind of, whoa, you can see the brush is kind of picked up on that pink shade. It's because I'm blending it really well. Well, not really well, but I'm getting that blending in. So that transition looks nice and good, nice and pretty. It does take practice getting those strokes down and getting the blending down, but it doesn't, you know, it's if you mess up, you go back in and change it. I actually had to do this one twice because the colors just weren't cooperating with me for some reason. So I took everything off, started again. So we're gonna just leave that how it is. Now I did get some fallout, so I'm gonna go in with the white and kind of just clean everything up a little bit. Go under the eye here, clean up anything that went out too far on my eye. And this is an important tip. If you use a makeup wipe or makeup remover to do that, you either need to go in with something just regular wet, or I just reapply primer, because a makeup wipe, remover wipe, its purpose is to take the makeup off your face. So if you take something off, but then you try to put something back on over it, it's not going to work, because it's trying to, you know, take it off. So it's creating a barrier trying to pull that makeup off. So so if you use a makeup wipe to kind of fix a mistake, just go in with some water, rinse it off, reapply your primer just a little bit, and you're good. I got this in my Ipsy. It's Honest. It's a foundation. I've never tried a foundation in this particular setting before, so I'm guessing this is the little sponge that you use to put it on. So we're going to go ahead and try this and see how it works. Okay, now that I got the foundation on, I'm going to come back in with a sponge, a damp beauty blender, and pat it in. Just really kind of get it sticking into my skin. It also, for me, I like the texture better even after brush, whatever. I always come back in with the beauty blender, just because I like the texture it gives me. I think it just looks better. It looks, you know, nicer. It looks more skin-like it. Anyway. And it's just, you know, pat it in, get that all nice and pushing it into those pores, making it want to stay a little bit longer. Okay, so now I'm going to do my concealer. I'm not going to be doing a wet contour. I'm going to be using powder only. So I'm just going to use my Dose of Colors concealer again. And you don't need a lot. I know the new thing is, you know, just dot, 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 and then bring it up. Bring it up. Oh, that was a little too up. Guess it's supposed to make your, you know, bring your face up. So just go ahead and do that. Go anywhere else you want to do a little concealer. Obviously, I'm blind and I don't have glasses line. Okay, then I'm just gonna kind of blend that together right here on my eye. I don't want to blend this in too much. I want to let it kind of do its thing. Kind of let it, you know, brighten where it's supposed to brighten. So now I'm going to use my Nesting Bitch Face by Pretty Vulgar. And this is where I'm going to get some, you know, contour, bronzy kind of colors. And at the same time, I'm going to be using new. So we're going to see the Shape Tape Setting Powder, Translucent by Tarte. And it comes with its a little puffer too. So, and this one's kind of cool because it has like a push down thing, which is really neat. So I don't know if I can, but I'm going to just kind of start. Don't know how to do this. Okay. Just kind of start putting this powder under my eyes. And kind of right here. Put that off to the side, and I'm going to go in. And I'm going to use Sunkissed right here. Now, I literally just get the tiniest bit of Sunkissed on. Just put it right here. Just right here in this corner. Then I'm going to dab up just a little bit up here. And then I'm going to move on to Sun of AB right here. And I'm just using the same brush and get that excess off. And I'm going to bring that here, blend it in here, put it here. And what I'm doing is I'm laying the color. I am going to come back in and blend it out, blend it in. But we're going to set some here along the top. And, you know, do it a little higher. Brings your face, lifts it up, I guess. Still learning it, so it's kind of, it just goes where it wants to go. Take some, put it down here. My nose. Wicked, wicked nose. I'm going to take the Sun of AB and just try to bring this color, because my nose goes this way, I want it to go this way, apparently. That's what it said, at least. I don't know if it's real. And bring this one kind of just straight, which doesn't work. I don't know what I do with it. It just does what it wants. So bring a little of that. Not too much color, too much overdone, because like I said, we're just trying to do a nice little basic thing. Now I do have these harsh lines and stuff. So that's when I get my big brush here and I just kind of start dusting that powder off. Anything extra, stuff that doesn't need to be there. Hopefully kind of getting this. Sometimes right here won't do it, so I have to go like that, get it off. Oh, my eyebrows are in a state today. Get that all off. And I'm going to go ahead and write down what numbers and stuff, what brushes I used. All right, so for me, the next step after I do that is I like to go in with my blush next. I'm going to be using Milani. This really pretty rose called Romantic Rose. And again, we just want to be bringing everything up. So up. This is a pretty subtle blush, not a lot of color to it. What I like to do is I like to kind of blend it into that so that it kind of mixes in with my my contour color here. We don't need to bring the blush all the way out. I mean, you know, rosy cheeks right here, right now. I guess we're doing the bring it up and out of the way to lift your face up. And we're just gonna set a little color some places, you know, kind of up to you where you want to put it. Don't need a lot of blush either. All right, highlight time, and I got this with my Ipsy bag as well, so I haven't tried this before. There's these 3 really pretty colors. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. It's called Sugar. I have my favorite highlight brush here. It says contour blending, but I like it for highlight. So I'm just gonna use that and then put that high cheek. Remember, highlight is what you're trying to bring out, what you're trying to highlight, you know, like contour kind of makes it go in and highlight brings it out. So we're just gonna, and yes, I do overdo it on highlight because I love highlight. So we will need this again. Now we're gonna go back to those eyebrow brushes, or the eye brushes we have. Take the brush with the darkest color on it and just sweep it underneath the eye. Just sweep it. We don't need to add more color. What's on there will do just fine. And just kind of swipe it. Bring that color down, and you can kind of go in with the medium if you want. Get just a little bit here. And then you take that color that had that white and just add that here. Right in the color, right in that center area. All right, so now I have to do my eyebrows because they are driving me crazy. So I just kind of figured I'm gonna have to stick with this because if I keep messing with it, it's just gonna make it worse. So, all right, now I'm gonna go back with the highlighter and do the inner corners of my eyes. And this is gonna match up really well with that color eye shadow, as you can see. And then I'm just gonna get one of my like thin little baby brushes and fill in that little part that I like to put the highlight right in that arch. Blend it in a little bit so it's not so harsh. And there you go. All right, I'm gonna use a white eyeliner because this is a very light color. I like white's gonna kind of brighten your eyes, make it look a little nicer. Since this is kind of a spring look, just kind of pop it up there. You just need a little bit, just enough to brighten the whole thing. All right, so now I'm gonna go with my mascara. I'm gonna use my Tarte Man Eater. Grab that right at that bottom and wiggle it up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Like I said last time, I always get mascara on my eye. Never fails. I don't know why. Okay, so I don't know why, but this side always does this. It's like does its own thing, like this side eyebrow. So I have this tool here. Just kind of try to brush them into a submission, I guess. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the bottom here. We're gonna pause again while I put lashes on, and then we'll do the lip color. Okay, so I'm back. I got the eyelashes on, even though they're not necessarily doing what I want them to do. They're on. I do have a tendency when they're thicker, like the band for the is thicker, I tend to have to put some like liquid liner right here in the corners to make it not look so like weirdly out of place. And then now I'm just gonna go in, line my lips, And this is Lippy Pencil by Colourpop and Avi. And color is called Ringleader. It's a Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip. And it's a lot pinker than my lip liner, but I don't have a really pink liners. And there you go. A subtle, a pretty little look, pinky look that you can definitely do. I'm gonna set it real quick with my e.l.f. Dewy Setting Spray. It smells like summer. That's my get ready with me video for today. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or any issues or anything I could do better, please leave a comment and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and go to Instagram and follow me at Staci.tries.makeup there as well. I try to post something every day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.